Hello, my name is Kel, and I'd like to introduce something to you which I refer to as the Zodiac Code. The Zodiac Code is the fundamental patterning of mind, and it can be used to heal the mind-body. It can actually be used with virtually any type of healing modality out there. And right now, it is vitally important that we research, test, and document this code so that it can be utilized by the public. Let me give you a quick overview. Our ancestors had an asphyxiation with the zodiac which has remained a mystery today. In those ancient times, the zodiac was used for much more than astrology, and I believe that it existed as a patterning, a cosmic blueprint or code which lay at the core of all things, including the human body. This video is an introduction to that patterning which I call the Zodiac Code. The zodiac is a circle of stars within the heavens that exists on either side of Earth's ecliptic. Alignment is connection, and as Earth rotates, her axis aligns with these stars individually in a 24,000-year cycle. Yet as Earth circles the Sun, she also experiences a smaller annual version of this cycle, which you know as 1 year. The circle of zodiacs is divided into 12 equal divisions or sections. Each section has its own vibration that is displayed by an image which acts as a metaphor that describes its type of energy. Today, the zodiacs are associated mainly with astrology, but I believe that centuries ago they were used for more than astrological predictions and personal chart interpretations. In fact, our ancestors put such great focus on these metaphors that their remnants are still being found all over the globe, and we find that their stories have been told in 1,000 different ways. We are familiar with the zodiacs in a personal way, and all around the globe, every culture recognizes them. We see images of the zodiac so much that we fail to see them. The zodiacs have transcended time and are stable, constant images that surround us and keep resurfacing throughout history. The zodiacs were revered by our ancestors who believed that they were the dominant forces alive within the world and beyond. All great religions and their gurus had some secret affinity with the images of the zodiac. We even find Christ within Christianity supporting the zodiac. And heavenly angels appear alongside the zodiac to support it as well. It's no secret that the zodiacs were treated as religious symbols that conveyed a myriad of stories which were generally expressed within a circle. Their images formed a meta-language that was once a well-known, widespread metaphoric language that transcended words. Our ancestors took incredible care within their artworks to convey their messages, which were then prominently displayed in churches, homes, and community areas. These images of the zodiac carried great weight and acted as reminders of their fantastic force. Many circles displayed within greater circles alluded to cycles within cycles, which were all affected by the mysterious power of the dominant zodiac. Most images placed an individual on a chariot of some sort. For example, in this image, the sun is the center, who is championed as the bringer of light, the one who harnesses the powers of the zodiac. Yet what was their power? This image reveals the noble one, adorned by the crowning of light, harnessing the powers of the zodiac, but the unspoken mystery of their power still remains. Is the power of the zodiac revealed through astrology alone? No. Though astrology is great, the story behind the zodiac is larger. This image reveals the human body at the mercy of the zodiac. All throughout history, we also find images of the zodiac associated with or placed over specific parts of the human body. Our ancestors believed that these energies manifested themselves within the human body, and that these energies were the mind and body source of animation and power. I believe that the zodiac was created as a code to describe these vibrations which form the human body. In fact, psychiatrist and psychotherapist Carl Jung claimed that man is born into a pattern with a certain functioning. This pattern makes us human, and none of us is born without it. This pattern is described by the zodiac. Famous philosopher Immanuel Kant claimed that his internal identification and the source of his inspiration and ethics came from the starry heavens above and the moral code or patterning within him. This code is metaphorically revealed by the zodiac. The zodiacs were created to describe the indescribable. Each zodiac individually describes one of the 12 main dominant vibrations in the body, which are produced by the organs to form and expand life energy. These vibrations are each equal, and collectively they create the whole unified effect of you. The forces of the zodiac created life within each human body, yet these energies needed to be kept in check with one another in order to maintain mental harmony and good health. The deep sacred truth behind the images of the zodiac is that they are a vibratory code which acts as a vehicle to healing and self-empowerment for each individual. The great goal in life is for you to eventually control the vibrations within your own body in order to experience vital health and prosperity. When an individual had conquered himself, he had harnessed and controlled the beastly energies of the zodiac. This result unified all parts of his being, and he became one with his own great center, which gave great internal power. In essence, he became a god, and he nobly directed these energies through his heart center in order to obtain vitality, service, and prosperity in life. For example, in the center of this circle of zodiacs is one who harnessed his power and transcended being controlled by his own emotions to become his own god. His bounty was good health, vitality, empowerment, service, and prosperity in life. This artifact reveals it all, as the zodiac surrounds a male figure who has a lion's heart indicating fearlessness. He carries fire in his right hand, showing he controls his focus or energy. A staff in his left hand connects to the circle of zodiacs, indicating that he controls these forces. His body is encircled by a snake, spiraling upwards in one direction, showing his energy is cycled upwards to enlightenment. This is why his head is adorned with the illumination of higher intelligence, and why he bears the wings of Mercury, who is the communicator for the gods. He now is the communicator of great self-knowledge. He is the future of every man, and it all begins with the zodiac. Generally speaking, we are formed from two types of consciousness, active and inactive. Inactive consciousness is receptive and known as body. Active consciousness is creative and known as mind. Our ancestors knew that the mind and body were two separate forces. Body consciousness is the receptive force that guides us through life. The receptive force is extremely intelligent, as its essence naturally connects to all things and receives knowledge through those connections and then directs the mind. We know this movement or transaction as feeling. Our ancestors knew mind existed throughout the body, and that the mind was the active child learning the ways of the receptive force. So the body was the teacher who guided the mind as it evolved towards receptivity. Our ancestors realized that mind was both within and outside of the body, existing everywhere, and they felt that there was a pattern or rhythm
to its movement. They looked to the cosmos for answers and charted activity of the stars. They found a pattern within the stars as they moved within the cosmic body of the universe. Seeing the Earth body as part of the universal body, they examined it to find the very same pattern alive within the Earth. As the human body was birthed through the Earth, they considered it related and found the very same cosmic pattern alive within it too. So they created a template which charted this movement, known as the cycle of mind. They knew mind existed throughout the body, and as energy moved through the body, it migrated through different vibrational states of mind. They recorded 12 sections of mind and gave each section a metaphor to convey its type of mind. They called this template the Zodiac, meaning zoo, because they used commonly known animals to convey the different characteristics of mind. The template described the beastly vibrations or area of mind that energy had to move through as it migrated through a variety of forms in order to actively expand the individual. This template was used as a basic practical guide to understand and balance the mind to the body. Thoughts created by energy are stored throughout the body, and when the mind was in balance, it existed in harmony within the body and allowed energy to flow through it unhindered. Yet when certain thoughts could not be receptive, illness would occur. The zodiac served to locate and metaphorically describe the psychological aspects of the blocked area or mind in specific parts of the body. This area could then be balanced by guiding the mind towards receptivity through specific activities and focus.
Though healing with mind is as old as time, let's start with recent history and look at Napoleon Hill, who published his first book in 1937. In his book, he presents the idea of placing the mind on a definite major purpose. Giving the mind a focus is essential because, according to Hill, 98% of people who had few or no strong beliefs made their success in life unlikely, and those that did give their mind a focus achieved their desires. Dr. Norman Vincent Peale was a successful American minister who, along with a psychoanalysis, established an outpatient clinic to help individuals cure themselves of illnesses through changing the way they think. He said, "Change your thoughts and you change your world." Zig Ziglar, a motivational speaker, said the mind creates the individual's world. He claimed if you can dream it, the mind can achieve it. And then there's Fritz Perls, who was a psychotherapist who made Gestalt therapy famous. Gestalt therapy is a process of creating enhanced awareness in the mind that brings awareness to feelings, emotions, and behaviors in order to bring about change in the life. Fritz said, "Nothing changes until it becomes what it naturally is." And I agree, because the mind and body will naturally change into an optimal state of wellness when the mind allows it. And I get more into this in level 2 of Healing with Mind. Now, some of you may know Dr. Richard Bandler, who spent much time editing the recordings of Fritz Perls. Later, he, along with John Grinder, created a process called neuro-linguistic programming. Neuro-linguistic programming, nicknamed NLP, involves integrating the individual's mind with speech to program the individual for success. Now, I'm sure all of you know this guy. Anthony Robbins is an American author and life coach known for his books and events which speak on the power of the mind and how to use it to alter your life experience. He originally was a student of Richard Bandler and still uses NLP today at his events. Ernest Holmes was an American New Thought writer, teacher, and leader. He is the founder of a spiritual movement called Religious Science, whose philosophy is also known as the science of mind. This philosophy states that when the mind believes in something, then its creation is born in the physical world.
One lady known as Louise Hay was a follower of religious science who became a science of mind minister. She later discovered how the mind affects the body after finding some ancient Christian science material. She then wrote the book You Can Heal Your Life in the 80s, which speaks on healing with mind. Now up late, some of you may be familiar with Abraham Hicks, who has presented numerous workshops on the law of attraction, which speaks on how vibrations created by the mind create both good and bad within and outside of our bodies. Most of us are familiar with the movie The Secret, which was written and produced by Rhonda Byrne. She is a writer and producer known now for her book, The Secret, which states that what the mind believes is then created in the physical world. Now, even deeper truths on the power of the mind are found in ancient history, as there have been a plethora of religious philosophies that speak in some way on directing the mind. Some of these religions we already know, like Hinduism, Christianity, the Baha'i Faith, Self-Realization Fellowship, and many, many more. Why do they believe and teach this? Because somewhere, way back, they knew that each of us has the power and potentiality of a God. At one time, healing through mind utilized a template, which is now generally only used for astrology. This template is known as the Zodiac. The Zodiac was used to heal the body, as it was believed that the energies within the universe, which are also used for astrology, are contained within the human body. So while astrology depicts the mind of the individual, the template of zodiacs describe the basic vibrations of the organs within every single human body on the planet. So in earlier times, the zodiac was a template used to balance the mind to the body, or the body to the mind, in order to create good health in the being, and there is a specific way to use it. To understand this method, we need to know that the human body is an organic, balanced ecosystem held together by two complementary forces known as body and mind. The body is receptive and it provides feeling. The mind is active and it creates thought. These two complementary forces work together to create good health. Your thoughts create energetic movement, both physical and mental, and they must be in harmony with how you feel in order for your body to function properly. When the movement of your mind is not in harmony with your deeper feelings, then you experience illness. Illness is your body telling you that there is a disagreement. So your thoughts have always had a direct link to your quality of health. Harmonious thoughts allow the natural flow of energy to naturally create good health. Negative thoughts disallow energy flow, which cause blocks that can result in illness. Your mind is located throughout your entire being, and it creates thoughts which form vibrations and feelings in your body. The vibrations of how you feel affects the natural vibrations of the organs as they process energy. Thoughts store themselves in different regions of the body, so while some areas of your body may be strong, others may be weak due to the negative thoughts stored there. For example, the lungs store thoughts that relate to self-esteem, the will and belief in one's own abilities. Habitual negative thinking towards one's ability can create illnesses such as asthma, bronchitis, or even chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. The way this works is that you habitually lack belief in your own ability, and your lungs respond accordingly to this lack through its own functioning to form dysfunction and create illness. The zodiac is a code that describes the type of thoughts stored in each region of the body. This code was used to understand the basic vibrations of mind throughout the being and provide further insights on how to heal the body through balancing the mind. In past videos, we have looked at the 12 main organs on the wheel in a very basic way. In this video, we'll take a look at the emotional connections between the organs and how to repair and strengthen the body through balancing these connections. As you know, each main organ on the wheel possesses its very own vibration that naturally creates emotion, and emotion vibrates. These 12 fundamental vibrations form connections, all which create a vibrational echo through your body that serves as the psychological foundation for your emotions, feelings, and behaviors. Your connections are like bridges. When they are down, energy cannot flow and illness is the result. But you have the ability to deliberately adjust your energy and motion to change your health experience. Good health is a result of having good emotional connections. In order to eradicate illness, the connections between your organs must get into emotional agreement with each other. When they are in agreement, this state is known as balanced. Here are the main vibrations in your body and the connections between your organs. Now, if we take away the images on the wheel and leave only the connections, we get a very different view. The Zodiac Code can help you rebuild these connections in order to heal and strengthen your body. The code describes the primary mental aspects behind each organ and its emotional connections. So let's look at an example. In previous videos, we looked at the lungs, so now let's consider the emotional nature of the heart and its connections. The organ of the heart. Although all your organs contribute to making your body run, the heart is the leader. It is the center of your being that feeds the organs by pumping oxygenated blood through your entire system. Now, metaphorically speaking, the heart is the center of your being, and you point to it when you refer to yourself. It is your I that refers to your public image, your personality, which is central to your engagement with the world. Emotional energy flowing through your heart expresses itself through you as self-expression, which is your medium that connects you to the emotional world around you. Now you understand heart energy is feeling, which motivates you to move through life towards things that make you happy in order to revitalize your life energy. And as you engage with the world, you express this life energy through your being. In order for your heart to function properly, energy flowing through it must emotionally connect to 5 main organs: the large intestine, the lungs, the gallbladder, the kidneys, and circulation, which is not an organ, but it is a major system. Now let's look at the emotional connections that allow this organ to be healthy. In order for your heart to express itself properly, it needs to connect to kidney energy. Now, the movement of kidney energy dives deep to locate that which will rejuvenate your heart. We sometimes refer to the movement of kidney energy as intuition. Now, positive, intuitive movement revitalizes your ever-expressive heart energy, and creating opportunities to intuitively express yourself can heal and strengthen this connection. In order for your heart to express itself properly, it needs to connect to the energy of circulation. Now, metaphorically speaking, your circulation emotionally relates to your movement within a community. Circulation naturally connects to your heart when you are expressing yourself within your community. Moving within a community you enjoy to express yourself can balance internal heart issues involving blood circulation. In order for your heart to express itself properly, it needs to connect to gallbladder energy. The gallbladder is sensitive yet reactionary, as it emotionally represents boldly stepping forward to create betterment for others. Your heart emotionally connects to gallbladder energy through expressing actions or thoughts of feeling able to boldly step out in support of something that will serve others. Resolving any emotional barriers around selflessly stepping out can heal illness in this area of the body. In order for your heart to express itself properly, it needs to connect to lung energy. As we learned in earlier videos, your lungs represent your thoughts and actions around the strength of your will to live. Lung energy connects to your expressive heart through your courage to face life and have faith in achieving your own goals. If you have a weakness with this connection, then you need to begin to start believing in yourself and find the courage to move forward in life in order to heal and strengthen this connection. In order for your heart to express itself properly, it needs to connect to the energy of the large intestine. The natural energy motions of your large intestine associate with habitual habits concerning the area which contains you, your home. Your expressive heart energy connects to your large intestine through the expression of your personal space, and of course the removal of any negative influences or thoughts concerning your personal space can balance out heart large intestine issues. This was just a very basic look at how these connections affect your health. However, these connections are more emotionally complex. All the parts of your mind body are emotionally connected to one another in an integrated cycle that moves like a two-way street of energy. Now, what happens on the outside of you is reflected on the inside, and what happens on the inside is reflected outward into your world. This is why the mental activity of affirmations and physical movements in the outside world can resolve illness. And the Zodiac Code shows you how. All your mind-body connections collectively form a resilient diamond body, a crystal, when these alignments are balanced to one another. You are a star, radiating your emotional nature outward from the center of your body, forming a vibrational sphere of energy. The entire human body is an integrated network of energy and motion. And the more harmonious your emotional connections are on the inside of your body, the happier your life experiences are on the outside, and vice versa. Life is just that simple. So now you know how your emotional connections affect your health. And the Zodiac Code speaks of 72 fundamental relationships between your mind-body, which directly affects the quality of your.
Thank you for watching this video. I'm reaching out to you because I need your help. Right now, there are many people around the globe that could benefit from having a manual that has a step-by-step process on how to rebalance the body-mind for good health and well-being. And certainly everyone deserves good health and well-being. With your support, this research is a go. But your support also assists in advocating the rise towards natural health care. So please donate by clicking on the link below. You can also reach me for additional information at the email below. Thank you for watching.